Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel. This video is part 2 in my Monster High Ghoulia Zombie Makeover Series. It's focusing on zombie decay and effects, and it is in black and white, and it's inspired by Night of the Living Dead. This will be the only black and white video that I do because the next ones will be in color. So you can really see the detailing and the colors I use and the veining process, things like that. I will have another video to add on to this about shadow and contouring, veining, things like that. Please hit like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell for notifications for the next video that will be up tomorrow and all the videos in this series. Thank you so much and enjoy. So here we go. I am taking I don't know if you can see that, Nick Pro. I got this off of Amazon. I absolutely love these brushes. They're one of my favorites. They're a new favorite of mine. I use them on dolls as well as paper and as well as canvas. They're amazingly brilliant. So what I'm using now is, totally forgot what it is called. I use it for so long and I can't believe I can't remember. It's Liquitex Basics Acrylic Coarse Texture Medium. I love this stuff. Sometimes I make my own, and that'll be another video. But for now, and I think I'm going to put it starting here. Kind of going up into the hairline a little bit, and you can see that it is very coarse. And this is going to be our foundation for her zombie skin. I chose this spot because she has a yellow spot on her forehead from the bangs. It's like this, I don't know what kind of glue they use, but it tends to stain. I've noticed now that these dolls are getting older, the glue has really stained some of these dolls, especially dolls with bangs. And just kind of dab it on in the direction that you want. I already have a doll with it going this way, so I think I'm going to take it over this way. I just put it on a little palette right here, like that. I don't want to use a lot, and then I'll just scoop this up and put it in the container when I'm done. I'm just going to take it over to this side and just dab it gently, making sure you're causing some raised texture surface. Again, bring it into her hairline. Yeah. My daughter plays with glitter. That stuff appears out of nowhere. If you guys have any kids or do crafts, you know glitter just appears out of nowhere and comes back 5 years later. But it gives you a happy little memory. Oh my gosh, I sounded like Bob Ross. That wasn't on purpose. But I love Bob Ross. He's the best. He and Mr. Rogers are heroes of mine. Some of you may wonder why I do creepy dolls. I find the special effects really amazing. And they kind of face fears for me or express things for me. I don't like watching horror movies at all. Some of you may think that's weird, but I just can't. And I think it's because I was exposed to it way younger than I should have been. And they make me feel very uncomfortable. I have not watched any of the Saw movies because I heard horrible things. I don't know. I can't watch them. But I sure can make creepy dolls. I think the last scary movie that I watched was Halloween, the remake, with my daughter's father. And yeah, I cried on that one. And I had nightmares for a while. Seeing the result of, trauma and, just the worst kind of life, one of the worst kinds of lifestyles. And what it can do to a mind of a child. And have them grow up to be just horrible. Where they lose themselves completely in the mind. I did grow up watching Halloween, the original. I actually do like those series, and I like Scream. I don't know why, it's just those in particular that I like. Friday the 13th as well. Even though Friday the 13th is pushing it with my limits. See if I can get you to focus. I'm going to try to get her to focus. Hang on just a second. If I can see my thumb. I hope that's in focus. If not, I'm sorry. That's looking pretty good. I'm happy with this so far. I am not happy with this angle though. Okay, I think that's in focus. Okay, so I think I'm going to bring this over. Okay. As I was saying about the Michael Myers movies, Jason, I think what really made me stop watching horror movies was Hellraiser. I watched that and it seemed like that was it for me. Pinhead that was my threshold. And the monster with the clickety teeth. I was like, I'm done. And I think, and then I like things like, I used to watch, what was that called? Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures on, with my kids, my boys. They're a lot older than my daughter. There's a 20-year age gap with my oldest and my youngest. And my two boys and I, we would watch Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures. And we had a thing when Paranormal Activity came out where we would go every year because it seemed like they were coming out every year around my son's birthday in October. And we would go to haunted houses and things like that. Well, the last haunted house that we went to, there was a pinhead. And you could go through a door and then you get trapped inside the door and then the floor starts moving. Which is like my worst nightmare is, Pinhead. And I was trapped in a room in the dark with Pinhead, and then every once in a while a strobe would come on and Pinhead would be right in my face and the floor would be moving out from under me. And that was not fun at all. This one's going to be more of a simple zombie. So she's not going to have it all around her ears. She's almost like just in the decaying phase. I have allergies, so if you hear me sniffling, I've just had some polyps removed out of my sinuses from my allergies. I'm going into her eyeshadow line. Careful not to get into her eyeball. I'm just going to bring it down a little right in here, very lightly, kind of fading out as you get to the end phase of the decay. But I was very, I don't know, I was exposed to a lot of scary movies and things like that. I remember being 7, going into my first haunted house, seeing Frankenstein, and freaking out. I fainted in a haunted house one time, not because of what I was seeing, but one of the actors in the haunted house actually touched me, and I'm fine unless they touch me. Oh, I was on a date one time, and we went to a haunted house, and the guy, my date, my cousin's boyfriend, grabbed me by the neck and pulled me up off the ground. And then my date punched the guy. I think it was, oh, what was it? Oh, it was Leatherface. Punched the guy in the face. Oh, and then I went with my cousin Anthony. And Freddie jumped out, and my cousin, who's not a violent person at all, total gentleman, he's just so sweet, he punched Freddie and hurt his hand. I don't know what it is. It's an automatic reflex, I guess, to protect. I just fainted, and then they couldn't get me up off the ground, and they were like, we can't get her up, and my mother was standing on my leather jacket, so that's why they couldn't get me up. It was dark. They had to turn the lights on. Ah, memories. Okay, I think I'm done with this. I am going to do something. I'm going to move her over to the side, and I'm going to add some. Sorry, I have the brush in my mouth. I'm going to add some to her hands and arms. Okay, here's her little hand. Hello. And then I'm just going to do some to her. Oh, I better get that on camera. Sorry. I'm new at this, y'all. I'm so new to this. I'm learning, and I want this channel to grow. I want to provide so much cool content for you. Push my limits with my abstract art as well as my doll art, and just let's make this channel grow. I don't plan on doing dolls more than a couple more years. And I want to teach you guys everything that I know, that you all probably already know, a lot of it, but there might be some things that you don't, or things you'd like to experiment with. We all learn from each other on YouTube. I love the artist community on YouTube and how we all share with one another and help each other grow. I mean, my best friend is a doll artist, and one of the best, I might add. And she and I talk dolls nonstop. And we learn a lot from each other, and then we feed off of each other. We just, we give each other ideas, and if one's in a slump, we pick each other up, and we watch YouTube videos, and we learn a lot, and we've been doing this for a long time. And we're like, oh, wow, that's a really cool way to do it, or, oh, man, I never thought of that, or, whoa, or we find out new products, or, we go searching. I mean, when you go shopping as a doll artist, everything is potential for you to use in your doll art. And if you're doing doll art right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't look at a furry pillow or a piece of fabric without thinking of making hair out of it, or using it for doll furniture or a doll prop, or some kind of cool costume. And let me see if I can get this in focus. Let's put it down. There, I think that works. Just kind of doing all over her hands on this one. The other won't have so much. This will be the side that's kind of rotting. I'm going to cover up that R4. It's a good secret way to do it, so you don't have to sand it off. Just kind of keep it going. Keep it thin, but not too thin. You need to have something for the paint to stick to. I don't know what that is. Is that glitter? Not sure, but it's going to get covered up, whatever it is. Okay. I'm going to let this one dry up here and get started on this one. This one I'm not going to do so much with it. Could put a big blob right here and kind of just go down a little bit and around. I don't want a lot on this, on the hands, just a little bit. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Okay, I think that's good for now. If I want to come back and add to it, I will. Let me thin this out real quick. Okay, now I'm going to put that right there to dry. See how our girl's doing. It's already starting to dry really nice. And now I'm going to take this, whoops, her hand came down. Such is the life of a zombie. I'm going to take her plastic down. And I'm going to do around her neck, right in here. Kind of where I had this. I'll probably bring this down a little bit and into her neck. Some of her doll hairs right here. Okay. Now let us add some to the body. I go back up here too. Just take it down. Yeah, that stuff's already drying at the top really nicely. I have different products to do this, and each time I do a zombie, I will tell you what I'm using. I don't always use this coarse medium at all. Because for my more detailed zombies, I use something totally different. But that's for another video. In the next series, you're going to learn about how to do a nose ring or any piercings using a no metal stain-free method, because I don't know if some of you know or not, but metal stains vinyl, and I don't want to make a doll and then 2 years down the road she has a blue stain seeping in and getting bigger every year. I'm going to put this down her back. And I will get a better setup for my next zombie series. Right now I'm just beginning my YouTube, and I'm learning that I do not have everything that I need. I need better lighting. I need a better camera. Right now I'm just using my cell phone. But I'm going to get that as my channel grows, and I have links below if you would like to donate to make the channel better. Also, please comment things you would like to see me do. Different dolls. I'm going to be doing costumes, all kinds of different things. I have so much planned for this channel, and I'm so excited to be adventuring with you. But I also have an Amazon wish list, so if you would like to make the channel grow and contribute and support my art, I would really appreciate it, and you will get shout outs. I will also do drawings for anybody who donates. There will be drawings if you send me things on my wish list. You'll be entered into a drawing every month. For free prints, or there will be some really cool prizes. And every once in a while there will be a doll. I'll let you know ahead of time. Just as a thank you, and you'll always get shout outs if you want for supporting my channel. I'm just going to drip this right down into her back. I might even bring it a little lower to cover this mess, this stuff right here. Good way to get rid of that lettering on the dolls. I would love to hear your ideas on things you'd like to see me do or try. Or if you're curious on how to do things. I would really love the feedback. It'll just help me to make good content for you and to share. I've been a doll artist since 2003. I do dolls of all kinds, vampires, zombies, pretty dolls, or rocker dolls, goth dolls. I love doing dolls. I love doing unique dolls. I have a series coming up pretty soon. And the next video is going to be, the next series actually, is going to be Ouija. Her name's Ouija, and she'll have a board and a lot of other things that go with her. She'll come with a costume, with Ouija props, spell books, things like that. I'm excited about her too. This one as well. I love zombies. Now this is going to be a two-part step on, that's why I want to do this in 2 parts. After this dries, I'm going to seal it with something, and I'll explain what that is tomorrow. It's like a gel to hold that texture in. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put her nipples on real quick. What I'm using right now as a base is, let me grab it real quick. Sorry I didn't have it at the ready because I didn't plan on doing this. I have Liquitex, this stuff right here. I don't know if you can see it. Matte Super Heavy Gel. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to go and put where I want her nips. Let me thin that out a little bit. And you want to kind of get them, I know our nipples are not all in the perfect spot on each of us human girls, but dolls are different. You got to try to get them as close to even as possible. And I want them here, that way tomorrow when we do our addition to this video. Okay, I think that's pretty even. What do you guys think? Okay. And getting some gel on her face. Trying to see if I want any zombie effects. I said I'm going to make her simple, so probably not, because that will just take longer. And I need her simple. I want to get her out next week for auction. Let's see. I may put more. Let's put some right on her ear. It just doesn't make sense. Not to have it here with the amount of decay around her neck. Okay. You may hear that I'm a little dry. I'm sorry. I need to drink more water. These days with the pandemic, I swear I'll even forget to eat. I'll feed my daughter, but I'll just get busy with, you know, school and work and, you know, being a mommy that I just totally forget. I'll forget to eat. But I do have a glass of water. I just forgot to bring it over here. So I'm a little parched. Sound like a trucker. Sorry. Get a little more. Ooh, no, that's gross. That's just nasty. We're going to get that out of there. Ugh. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I don't want any crusties in her ear. That's not appealing. Okay, I think we got that. Any crust? Yeah, ugh. That's, ew. Let me get... Let's make sure. There we go. I'm learning this, you guys. I'm so sorry. It'll get better. We'll get better and better. Let's get this crusty stuff out of her ear. See how it's already drying? I love that. Okay. Okay. So, we did the front, her arm, down her back a little ways. See how that's almost dry? Looks good. Can't wait for you guys to see what I do with her to make this living dead girl come to life. And we have her hands right here drying, and it's literally almost dry. I mean, I love this stuff. I highly recommend it, as long as you use the gel that I'm going to put on tomorrow. The gel that, oh my gosh, should I wipe her nipples off? That was a nipple malfunction. I can swear I had them though, but I'm going to go ahead and put them back on. I don't know if this is going to make the blooper reel or not, but I don't know if I'll add this, but I'll probably just add it. Mistakes happen. But I can't see where I had it on there, so that makes it easier. Okay. There we go, my lady. You have your nipples back. Sorry about it. Sorry. And then tomorrow we can do the rest of her boobs. The round part. And tomorrow what we're going to do is seal this up really well. Everything that we did today. Going to seal it up. I'm working on her nipple. Flattening it a bit. It's a little too perky for me. Not that there's anything wrong with perky. Okay. Let me go pop, 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 pop. All right. Okay. So we got her hands and her face done. Again, what we're going to do tomorrow is seal this up with the gel. And then I'm going to show you how to do the piercings and shadow her up. And I think that's all for this video series. But thank you for watching, and I will be back in the morning to add to this video. See you then. Bye.